I did good in high school, but I never really wanted to do school. So the whole thought of going back, taking math classes and science classes, yeah, that wasn't attractive at all. But when I talked to the instructors and shared, how I felt, they were like, no problem. We'll get you through it. And so going to the classroom as a student and not an employee was a little bit different. So I walked in, and then again, I looked in the room and there was everybody in that room. There was all colors, all ages, and all skill sets, right? It took me maybe 4 or 5 years, which is great too, because when I would talk to people and they would talk about a 2-year degree where I got this life and I'm trying to fit in this education piece. And I would say, I'm taking a class here and a class there because I haven't decided exactly what I want to do. So whether it's because you haven't decided what you wanted to do or you know what you want to do and you don't have the time, MATC was the place for me to be. I could take one course, I could take 2, I could take a full load, and MATC was accommodating. But then more importantly, if you have a life outside of your education at that particular time, and it's a full-time life with responsibilities, the reason that MATC made so much sense is because we offered our classes in a multitude of ways, right? So if you can't come here once a week for a night class, perhaps you could do weekend college. Perhaps you can do it over the internet. We had so many options for you to get your education that there really wasn't a good excuse. And that's really what I love to talk about when I went into the community, because generally I would meet with obstacles, right? People will say, well, no, I can't do it because of this. Or no, I can't do it because of that. And I'm like, oh, you got a weekend available, one a month, or one side of weed, or, all during the day. The fact that you could do your education at your own pace was amazing.